Bruh, come on, man. Like, how much more despair does this kid have to go through? Like, he was going through some shit. Like, oh my god. I thought he had it bad last week. I thought he had it bad when he died, and we found out that he was kind of resurrected with the whole Killer Queen's power and stuff. And I was like, rah, you got it bad. Like, shit. Like, I feel sorry for the fucking main characters and all that kind of stuff. Like, how's this going to affect them? So we find out that basically Killer Queen is practically fucking OP and hacks to shit in ways that make sense and also in ways that doesn't make sense in this weird JoJo bizarre kind of ways. Before I continue into this review, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Crystal's Talking, and this is your weekly JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime reviews. This is for episode 36, Bites the Dust Part 2. I would like to give a shout out to all you new subscribers out there. Welcome to my channel, and for you guys who haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe as I make bloody start choking there. You know when you're talking, it's just like I have to swallow because I make weekly anime, manga, otaku reviews. It'd be pretty cool to see you guys join me on my journey. And for you new subscribers, welcome, and I'm glad you've returned for my second JoJo review. And fuck my life, this was a really, really, really good episode. Now, where should I start? Should I start with that fucking opening? That opening right there. I was watching it and I was like, alright, cool. I've never really been a major fan of the JoJo opening. I'm not gonna lie. This just JoJo opening is probably my least favorite, like, because it's just kind of a bit too da, 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 takes me higher, and I'm like, alright. So you know, the reason I don't skip it is because I like the visuals and the colors. I just don't really like. I don't enjoy the opening. It's not. I'm not too fond of it. So yeah, when the opening switched up and then like it was almost like the Dio one. For you guys like yeah, there's gonna be a spoiler for part 3. If you're on part 4, you should know what's going on. But in the part 3 one, when Dio kind of changed the opening, it was the word, and then you see him kind of walking. I was like, whoa! I didn't think we'd be having something like that. Obviously, it's been used before, but I'm so fucking happy we got to witness his power in the opening. And now I think about it, that opening, which I didn't really care for, there's so much visual representation of what's happening in this series on it. Like the whole, we pretty much knew he had something to do with time from the get go, from the opening. But I don't know, I try not to always break down the openings too much. Otherwise, I feel like I'm kind of giving myself a spoiler when it's just meant to be there to tease you. But I loved that switch up of the opening. It was kind of backwards, and like all the visuals were all reversed. So like if they started in front of the camera when it was playing in the new opening, they'd end up facing like starting in front and facing at the back. So you're seeing the back at the end of the time. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. That's like for me, I love that shit. It was also interesting to see that our MCs, they don't have plot armor. They don't. Do you know how fucked up it was to see Josuke, Jotaro, Koichi, and Rohan get taken out like that? That was it. They got taken out like that, and it wasn't even halfway through the episode. Obviously, like because if you know JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, they can't all die. But I was like, fuck, like what the hell? And when he explained, when Kira explained, he was like, look, all right, I don't know, man. It's like, I can't even just go. This was a this was a good episode. This is a hella good episode. The level of despair that this kid was going through was so. I don't get how this kid is surviving. You really saw his mental breakdown. I'm really liking this. This series has been bizarre from the get go. Obviously, no pun intended. But this series, so not the part 1, part 2, but like the part 4 that we're in right now, has not really been as kind of like hyped up like all the other past series will have their own flavor and stuff. It's just been kind of like we've had different kind of stands with like rats and this and that. So I was like, well, I don't know where this is all going, but I'm really seeing the spiritual side of it. And like to see him when Rohan died again, oh my god, when Rohan died again and the kid couldn't save him, and then you see that ghost chick, she's looking up, and then you see Rohan's spirit crumbling, and you see him like she's crying she's just crying for ages, and like the boy's crying because it's like he knows he can't save him. And then Kira says, look, whatever happens when like time whatever happens, it will re-happen. So when Rohan ended up reading his face, and then like reading his face, changing his I can't really speak changing his face into a book, and then using his ability, bloody like that's going to happen all the time. Regardless, that's going to happen at the same time all the time, because once fate's happened, it's been set in stone. So, like, no matter what, fate is going to make it happen again. And that's pretty fucked because it means that if he died because of disability, then he's going to die again. So in this episode, we saw the main MCs die, and to know that now at that time that they died, they're going to die again unless either A, Kira is killed and stopped, or B, if Kira suddenly decides to remove the bomb off of off of the little kid, and I don't see him doing that anytime soon. I did like the part where we got to see a bit more of the kid kind of getting fired up and believing in himself, and actually ended up going to go get that plant to shoot that fucking air pistols at his chest. And yeah, that failed obviously, which is like not obviously because like obviously, but it failed because Kira is fucking OP. And that panel where like that panel when all the MCs, Rohan, Koichi, Josuke, and Jotaro are all there, and they go to the kid and like they're surrounding the kid, and they're like, where do we recognize you? For a bunch of smart guys, they are all so fucking stupid. Oh my god, I was like, why are you guys so stupid? And then they realize who it is and goes, "Oh, was you looking like your dad?" And then they're like, "No, don't say that." Like it was so suspenseful. I really, really, really like this episode. This episode, realistically, I'm going to give this like an 8.5 to a 9. Personally, I'm going to give it a 10, but it is like an 8 to an 8.5 purely because 8.5. I'm going to give it a strong 8.5 purely because like the days have just been repeating themselves. They haven't really moved on too far, but we have been given more information about Killer Queen's new ability and different ways that he possibly could be stopped. So I'm interested to see where this is going to go. What do you guys think? Were you expecting the main guys to die like that? Because I wasn't. I hella wasn't. Yeah, I'm loving this episode. I would also like to apologize for my late upload. I was out last night for a friend's surprise birthday party, so I had to post my review today. Hopefully we can still try to get those views and those likes. Do like, comment, share, subscribe like you guys always do, and I'll see you guys next week. Man, JoJo's fucking good. Whew.